Hello, everybody, and welcome to Gaming After Dark, or what I shall say is the final episode. Well, technically, this is not even an episode. This is just me coming out to let everybody know that as of last Tuesday, Gaming After Dark is, being put to bed, so to speak. So, yes, this is the final time that I intend to come back and under this platform. Does that mean I'm quitting podcasting? Does it mean I'm taking another crazy break? No, it certainly does not. Hello, Wicked Hot. How are you, my friend? Yes, I know this is catching a lot of people off guard. It's been something on my mind for quite some time. It's just in light of recent events and certainly in the recent weeks. The passion for this show is just not there. Sorry. I mean, I guess sometimes it's easy to fake it, but personally, I just feel that this is the time to just kind of put this one to bed. So I'm not going to keep everybody very long. I just wanted to come out and explain my situation, where I am, and why I've decided to make this particular decision. First of all, I got to give a massive, massive, massive shout out to my former panel mates, including um, Primal Eve, who obviously started out with me and was absolutely dynamite. One of the few ladies in this entire community that can, give a joke and take one with the best of us. She was very funny, very charismatic, and just a fantastic person, and I've missed her ever since. Obviously, moving on from that was middle-aged game guy, one of those fluke by accidents panel members that I brought into the fold. Had him on as a guest one particular week, and I knew right from the moment I had him on, probably 5 lines in, I was like, yeah, I've got to make this guy a panel member because he just has that something. You know what I mean? And I wasn't wrong. Mr. Boomstick asked him to be on Primetime Gaming before I even got a chance to make him a full-time member in Gaming After Dark. But I asked him. He accepted the invitation. And myself and Meg had a very good run for, I'd say, nearly 2 years. And obviously I got to meet him last year, which was fantastic for the first time ever. And Titan Drago. What can you say about Titan? Titan's a funny, charismatic guy and will forever be associated with Smite. But the banter, that we had back and forth was fantastic. Lots of good times. Him and Mag used to have that segment. They used to go back and forth and toss insults at each other. And just, again, it's no offense to, the panel that I currently have under the wing for this show, but the chemistry that Titan and Mag had was unparalleled. And it was something that I knew when they exited the show, I would have a very tough time ever finding that again. But with saying that, I do have to give a massive shout out and a big apology, a heartfelt apology to the current panel, because they've been dynamite and this took them all by surprise as well. They didn't see it coming. I hadn't really spoken to any of them prior to a private DM a couple nights ago, and I just kind of let them know what was happening. So I have to give a massive shout, obviously, to the first guy that became a part of the show right after Titan left. That was, well, I guess he was with us for a little while Titan was there, but that's Wise Old Gamer. So Wise Old Gamer is just a fantastic human being. Despite all the jokes aside, Wise has gone through some tough times, and the words that he gave me that encouraged me at times as well to continue to keep going was just incredible. The stuff that he told me, that how my podcast got him through some dark times, and and he found a platform to be himself and to come out and just have a great time. So Wise Old Gamer, there's few out there like him. I know not everybody likes the guy and stuff like that, but honestly, he got a heart of gold. He's just an amazing guy. And then you got Cerebral Paul. I mean, guys, he's one of the beauties in the community. He doesn't get enough love. Cerebral Paul tells it like it is. He's always a straight up guy. He pulls no punches, but he rolls with the punches. He's got some great jokes. His timing is great. And Cerebral Paul is just a great guy. And, he was great to have him on the show because a lot of times, Paul was the guy, the voice of reason, the guy that kind of kept things on an even keel or would keep things in check. And again, because of his cerebral palsy, he was a great ambassador, still is a great ambassador, obviously, for disabilities and accessibility in gaming. So Paul is just an incredible guy, and we're very fortunate that he wanted to be a part. He's a big reason he actually left Good Morning Xbox. He wanted to come over to Gaming After Dark because, he could be himself a little bit more. He could let loose a little bit and have a lot of fun. And like I said, it was all the better for it. And what can you say about Dark Praxis, who's in the chat? Darth, it won't be our last podcast together, my friend. I promise you that. You are a very talented individual. I have no regrets about bringing you in as a panel member. You've been absolutely dynamite in the few short weeks I know you've been with us. But you know, I may I may have other opportunities for both of us here in the future. Like I said, this show is ending. It doesn't mean that I'm done with podcasting or I'm taking a massive time off. To just make this clear, I'm still continuing Good Morning Xbox. Maybe something new in the future. I also intend to do a lot more streaming. So I may take the Tuesday night time slot to kind of just kick back, relax, have no pressure, not worry about running the show or staying in a time slot and just streaming some games, having some fun, chatting with the community and doing those sorts of things. Just I want to do things a little bit differently. I thought 2023 might be a great way to kick it off. Did I accomplish everything? Somebody asked me that question the other night on the podcast. Like, did I accomplish everything I had set out to do when I sort of took that small break from podcasting? And the answer is no. I did some things help. I mean, taking some time away certainly helped me come back with a fresh perspective. But at the end of the day, no, there's still a lot of things that I need to accomplish and I want to do, and I need more time to do it, and I need to refocus and put my energies in other places. So that's where we're at. But you know what? Besides the panel members, what could I say? If it wasn't for the amazing chat, it's guys like Doggy Dog 420, Timothy Dixon, Draven Arrow, Casket Repair, You're Wicked Hot, Wild Bates, Drawn TJ, obviously Dark Praxis, Wise Old Gamer. These all guys too were in my chat line before they were panel members. Cyber Gunter, Iceman LMH, guys like Pong Soul, Mr. Boomstick XL. Holy shit, like the list goes on. Eternal Shaddai, my brother, what's happening? Mike Mullis, Original Next Level Gaming Podcast, HTK and Fastback, and guys, the list can go on and on and on. Obviously, Spider-Man 356, who I wouldn't be surprised doesn't show up any moment because he always seems to. But I don't intend to be here very long. Saltiest Gaming, one of my friends, one of my brothers, going way back, and been a supporter of my channel and stuff. Thanks for being here, Salty. Like I said, I'm not going to keep you guys very long. I just wanted to make sure you guys, yeah, man, that's only a tip of the iceberg. I could sit here for about an hour and shine people off, but you guys know who you are. And obviously there's a lot of familiar faces in the chat right now that are almost bringing a tear to my eye because it's just insane. Pang 911, good to see you here, my friend. John TJ dropping the first super chat of the evening. He comes up and drops 5. This is the funniest show I've ever listened to. Thanks for making my wish come true. And being on a podcast, it was a true honor. Yeah, I've had a lot of laughs on here, man. Big time. Sir X-Man, there's another fantastic guy. Another panel member that had to leave us, but just an amazing community ambassador, a great guy, a guy who I know I would love to have a beer with someday and just shoot the shit and play some games, man. But I just sorry guys, I just don't have the passion for this particular show like I did, and I'm sorry the chemistry is not quite there. I'm just not feeling it. And you know what they say, man, sometimes when you're just not in the game, you got to step away from it. And this is not a break because I'm not taking off. I'm not going anywhere this time. I'm not sort of taking a hiatus, but I'm just kind of putting this podcast behind me to focus on different things. And maybe that's more guest opportunities on other people's shows. I have been sent an open invite to become a panel member on a different show, which I'll remain nameless for now, but I have given it some thought. We'll see how that goes. I will still stay with my crew on Sunday mornings with Good Morning Xbox. It's just a great time slot, and we love that show. And hopefully I can, bring a little more passion back to that one, and certainly a little more focus on being positive about Xbox. I know I've taken a lot of flack for being a little bit, perhaps even overly critical of the platform, but anybody knows me knows I love Xbox. I love them to pieces. I wouldn't have invested thousands of dollars in their brand. Not 100%, like I said, always really happy with their direction they've taken, but that shit happens, right? It's business. That sort of thing. So Sir X-Men, he drops $2 to say it ain't so, my friend. Yeah, it is so X, man. It is so. Drawn TJ coming back with another $5. Hey, Newf, we need to play some Xbox soon, my friend. At least you will always have good morning Xbox. Yes, and I will be around on Xbox Live, and we can play some games. I want to get more gaming in instead of talking about them. Um, like I said, I'll never say never. We never know how that goes. I mean, out of the blue, but I feel to bring this back in the future wouldn't be fair to the guys here unless the panel was still open about coming back. But um, that's not really on my agenda. I've given that no thought. So yeah, opinions are either positive or negative. I appreciate that, Drawn TJ. It means the world to me, man. All of us can say a lot of us don't care, that people don't like us, and so on and so forth, right? But you know what? We're lying to ourselves, because honestly, it's a lot nicer to be liked by the community than be somebody that you despise or you hate. And I hope that if anybody takes anything away from me and what I brought to Gaming After Dark was, I'd like to think I was a pretty good host. I would also like to think that people admired me for being honest, whether my opinions were coarse or not, and you disagree with them. I think a lot of people always admire that I stuck to my guns. And as stubborn as I might be, I stuck to my guns. I told it the way I saw it or the way I felt about it. And I've always been that way. I haven't tried to be something I'm not. I've never tried to turn a channel into something it isn't. You either like it or you don't. And it's that simple. But apparently, I guess a lot more people don't like my channel than they do. But you guys are amazing. Like Dizzy Delta in the chat, my Canadian brother. He's awesome. You guys are fucking fantastic. See, you're making me emotional now because I'm an emotional guy. You guys are fucking awesome. That's who's awesome, man. You guys are freaking awesome. You've had my back since day one. And I know who's got my back. And that means a lot. Because a lot of backstabbers out there. But you guys got my back. I mean, if I didn't care about this podcast, I wouldn't be emotional right now. But I do. It's a couple of years of my life. A couple of years of my life. God, even more than a couple. Fuck, I've been doing Gaming After Dark since before COVID, so that's over 2 right there. Probably 2 or 3, and besides that, because me and Mag were doing this shit long before COVID. Yeah, I would love doing the impressions. That's one of the things I loved about having Dark Praxis. Guy is a man of many talents too, guys. And you never even got to see one fraction of his ability and talents, but he's a great guy. I'm glad you guys liked Arnold. I've always had a fun time doing it, man. I mean, some of those fucking shows, some nights I wasn't feeling that either, and I kind of stank. But there's some nights, man, when it was pure comedy gold. Sort of that. Yeah, Sealer's Bane, man. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for coming here. Cyber Gunter. Talos Ray, there's another guy that's been coming up for a long time. What's going on, brother? Sure, X-Fan, when I make Elder Game podcasts, you'll be there. Yeah, that could be coming up soon. You never know, right? Depka, what's going on, man? Like I said, I'm not going anywhere. Just the podcast is going somewhere. So we'll just make sure that we all get that straight. I'll be around. Like I said, I'm going to do some guest spots, and I'm probably going to do a little more streaming. Actually, that's something I'm looking forward to. Just getting on, streaming some games, and still hopefully making people laugh. But just doing some different stuff. Punkadish in the chat. What's happening, good brother Punk? Man, me and Punk go back a long fucking time. Holy shit! When you sit here and you put everything in perspective, it's insane. And Moggs E, what's happening, brother? Good to see you. The doctor in the house for a long time since I've seen the doctor kicking around. What's going on, brother? Good to see you here. Hopefully I get to meet you sometime, man, in the near future. I'll be back in Niagara Falls coming in summertime. I think Mag is going to be out in probably going to be out at the E3 at the same time I'm in Niagara Falls, but hey, it's all good. So no, man, like I said, guys, I don't know what to say because I've had an absolute blast at this. I really have. Being 2023, it's just I think the time is now. I mean, I could have sure done one more show, I guess you could say, and had the panel on, but I don't know. I just feel it's just kind of just put it to bed. Like, we don't need to drag this out and make it any more difficult than it already is. So yeah, Punkadish, we definitely, a lot of us need to game a lot more. You know what I mean? John TJ coming back, another super chat. People that never found this gem of a podcast, it's truly sad because the podcast was funny and different. You were a gem of the community. I mean that for real, Newf, and I greatly appreciate John TJ. That means the world to me, man. Like I said, we all like to be liked. It's a lot easier to be liked than be some guy that guy's a fucking jerk or his podcast really stinks. I don't have the best podcast. I've never sat here and said Gaming After Dark is this amazing thing, but it definitely was different, sort of formal in a sense that a lot of times I come in with topics, but a lot of times we get off the rails. And by adding that sort of sense of humor and stuff, we try to make light of some of the topics. And I think for the most part, people appreciated it, and of course the personalities. I mean, Cletus and Safehouse and Arnold, all that stuff. So it's all great, man. But I'll be around. Like I said, I'll be doing some guest spots, and I have been talking to a couple of guys about doing sort of a more of a PlayStation focused podcast, but I don't really know. I don't know if I want to go ahead with that or not. I'm not really kind of looking to get away with this one to start more podcasts. That's not my intention. I actually want less. I actually would prefer, just like I said, just to get into streaming. Just fire up the old YouTube on a Tuesday night and just play some games and chat with the community and still make people laugh. That sort of shit. So the Doctor, your podcast was great, man. Don't listen to the nonsense. Well, there's always nonsense, no matter how hard you try or how good your podcast is. Everybody takes a load of flack. I mean, some of the best ones out there get so much shit on it's not even funny. But a lot of guys in the community too, shout out to them. People I've drawn a lot of inspiration from. Some fantastic community members, supporters, guys like Mr. Boomstick XL. I think he's just got a great show. He's a great guy. That's the main thing. Mr. Boomstick XL, Colt Eastwood, guy's smart as a whip, makes fantastic content. I've always respected and admired Dealer Game, and I know these are some of the names that some of the community can't stand, but they can't stand them probably because more often than not they're right, because they love Xbox. It's on their sleeve, and they have some great content, and they've given me some advice on it, especially Dealer. Shout out to Dealer. Dealer's never been one of those guys that turned me down. He's always come out to my show, and that means the world to you too. When these guys got 30 and 40,000 subs, maybe more, and they still come out to be a part of your small little show, that means the world to me, because a lot of guys wouldn't. There are guys I've sent invitations out and can't get the time of day. Fuck, I can't even get some guys to even follow me on Twitter. They think all of a sudden because they got 10,000 followers, they're just superhuman or something, right? Like, you think, like, literally, my two most famous followers that have people are Aaron Greenberg, which I still shocked to this day he followed me back. God bless Aaron. He's a great guy, no matter what you think of him or not. And managed to get Sergeant Slaughter to follow me for some fucking weird reason. Yes, the Sergeant Slaughter, which is really cool. Now, I know he follows a lot of people. I'm not the only person, but getting follows from like these, people that are certainly well known in most areas of the community. That's fucking pretty cool, right? As Salt, you don't have to miss the last, brother, because I'm still going to be around. I'm still going to be streaming. I'm going to be doing a lot of PlayStation streaming, which is going to make you very happy. And Salty and I have always agreed, and Salty's one of the guys too, guys. If you've never checked out his streams, he streams really good. Even if you don't like Salty's podcasts, okay? Even if you're one of those guys, you should check out when Salty streams, because Salty makes his streaming very entertaining. And he talks to his chat. He doesn't fucking ignore you. Like, he acknowledges people. He does a great job. And I plan to do that myself. I love streaming. It's fun playing games. And it's fun sometimes at games because you're playing the game and you got to get stuck. And the community can help you through some of those shitty moments. But don't worry, I won't be out there playing Elden Ring because you guys will be cursing at me because I'll be so stupid. So, yeah, like, I'm only close to show. No, it's got nothing to do with dislikes or anything, but thank you for that. It's not because of that. The show is always going to get its dislikes. It's always going to have the people that don't like it and whatever, right? But no, I just feel like I said, when Titan left, a part of me died. It was hard losing Mag, and when Titan left, it was really kind of like, for me, like, I almost wanted to end the show after he left. I'm not kidding you. I didn't say that to people, but it was like Like, do I want to continue on? Because, finding that chemistry and then losing it overnight. I mean, I lost 3 people. This is not just anybody. Like, some podcasts can lose a member and you carry on like nothing's ever happened. But there are podcasts, when you lose a certain nucleus, it's tough to kind of rebound from. We had that chemistry and everybody knows it. Um, yeah, so you got to get back to that, bro. Get back to streaming some games, man. Um, but yeah, so that's kind of where it was, and it's just. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna sit here either and tell you that not this past week, our past week's show wasn't that bad, sort of a look ahead, but the one before that when we had Phasma, God bless her, wonderful lady. Hope that she'll still come on to one of my podcasts in the future. That was a little bit of a that was a turd. Gaming After Dark hasn't had a lot of them, but that was one that I wish would have stayed buried. Um, I'm still going to do the community game nights. Look forward to doing actually more of those, especially in 2023. I would like to get a lot more community game nights going over on the PlayStation platform. So if you guys have a PlayStation, I'd like to get that going too, because I don't find enough people do that on the PlayStation. And I got a lot of friends over the US. Heck, I did do the friend purge on my Xbox the other day, as I said I would, and I've actually dwindled it down to about 122 people. So, yeah, you can do this show solo, Jason Max. Yeah, I suppose you have a point, but I don't know. That's not really fair to the other panel members to come on and do that sort of shit. So, no, I just rather just do my own thing. I can do different stuff. So, yeah, Phasma was a real sweetheart, and she put up with us that night. And, everybody said their piece, and I said my apology video, and I take full responsibility. I think any host that has a podcast that goes off the rail, the host has to be the captain of their ship, and you go down with the ship. So if something goes wrong, you can't sit there and hang people out to dry. It was my fault, my responsibilities, right? And I took responsibility for it. So, but you move on. Yeah, the purge, exactly, man. I purged that friends list, dude. Fuck, it was crazy. I was going for fucking an hour, I think, deleting people off, and there's a lot of people I didn't want to, but it's like, yeah, do I play? I was looking at it, it's like, these people I don't play games with. I probably don't think I've ever even heard them say hello to me. So many people just add me and then play one game, and then you never hear back from them again. So either they can't stand playing games with me, or they just got me under to say Newf Nukem on my community list. And I just cleaned it off, man, and it's better now, because now it don't take me fucking 15 minutes to scroll through people to try to find who I want to send a game invite to. I can't put you all on the favorites list, because it'll still take me a half hour, right? We are all responsible. I know practice, but again, the host of the show, when it starts to go off the rails, sometimes has to go, you know what? Okay, man, like, that's enough. Sometimes put them in the, what do you call it? Put them in the black room for a little bit, or cool them off, or, unfortunately we don't sit next to each other, so you can't throw a cold glass of water on them and say, calm down, boy. But, it's like breaking up the Three Stooges. Well, yeah, I know me, Mag, and Titan, we practically were the fucking Three Stooges when it came to podcasting. But like I said, we had a good run, man. It's probably been at least 5 years. I don't even know the exact date when Gaming After Dark started. I have to go back and go through the archive here, but obviously we know the date it's going to end. Yeah, I've sent Phil Spencer invites and stuff. I had one time, my best memory, I actually got to talk with Phil one time. He was actually playing Destiny, and I jumped into his game, and I just jumped in to say hello. And this was right around the time when the Xbox One X was coming out. And I was telling him how excited I was for the console and all this stuff. And he was playing Destiny, and he was getting ready to go away on a vacation at the time. But yeah, I actually did get to jump in and play games with him for about 15 minutes. And then, of course, he took off. But that was cool. I'll always remember that, and all that good stuff. So that was pretty funny. Red 67 ain't if you're one of the kindest, funniest, most real gamers out there. Been great listening these past few years, and let me continue. Like I said, guys, the good news is I'm still going to be on Sunday mornings with Good Morning Xbox, and the biggest difference there is just that I refrain. I hold myself back. I try not to get. I try to keep it a PG show, something that you and your family can listen to, that sort of thing, and you know that's how that show goes. But when I'm streaming, or if I come on and do, perhaps every once in a while, I'll do a little impromptu podcast. If there's lots of news and something worth talking about, I'll just jump on, and we can do that. You know what I mean? And we'll just shoot the shit, and I'll do my impressions and all that stuff. So nothing's ending this time. I'm not stepping away, just kind of stepping back a little bit. but I'm not taking off. I'm not taking off of social media or nothing like that. So there's some good news here. So yeah, good to see you, Ham Solo. Speaking of Ham, he had me on his show a couple of weeks back there. It was a great time. We talked games and had a good laugh. So go check out his channel and subscribe and give that a listen to as well. It is good stuff. Yeah, he just had Italian Clowns on there. He's an upstanding member of the community, guys. Carlo, a fantastic guy, very smart. Great interviews. Carlo does some really thought-provoking questions as well. You know, Salty coming in with the super chat here. $5. Newf, you're very talented. You're one of the best radio voices in podcasting world. You will do great in whatever you choose next. Well, I'm not choosing anything different. I'm just switching things up a little bit. But thanks for that, Salty. Greatly appreciate it, man. Yeah, so earlier times thought, well, look, I talked about that too, and I could never get nothing to work. Hell, I threw like 3 or 4 different days and different times at Mag to try to get him to stay, and couldn't get it to work. And and then Titan, I asked him, well, what about you? But with Titan being a teacher and stuff, he's up early, and that usually means he needs the weekends and blah blah blah. And I know he talked about it on a Sunday night. Which I guess possibly could work, but there's so many other podcasts right now too. It's just like, fuck, where do you go? Where do you take it, right? So Wise actually asked me if he could basically continue on with the podcast under the name, but I mean, obviously it says Gaming After Dark with Newf, Nukem and Friends. I'd rather keep the podcast to myself personally. I love the name. I love the graphic, and if I ever change my mind in the future and bring it back, it's still there for me, right? You know what I mean? Knew if you need someone to read your super chat, I do appreciate it, X-Men, but I'm still going to take off for now. Like I said, I don't want to keep you guys too long, and I've already been here nearly a half an hour. That's how fucking shit goes, right? So here we are, guys. Like I said, one door opens, another one closes, another opens. We've seen this in the past, and yeah, I think it's a great name too, Salty. I really do. I mean, sometimes things just click, and it kind of self-explanatory, because of the humor. Gaming After Dark, hence like sort of that lighting. Shout out, of course, to the guy who's done all my graphics. Everything from my avatar or my profile pic to the graphics you see on the screen was all done by the very talented and my Canadian brother, Graphic God. If you guys are ever looking to get work done, I send nobody anywhere else but www.xboxgamerpics.com. It's that simple. It's there in the chat for you guys. You ever need something, you're starting your own podcast. His rates are fantastic. He gets his shit done, and he gets it. He just gets the graphics. You tell him some ideas, and bang, he comes back to you and fucking gets her done, man. So shout out to Graphic God, Mr. Jay Williams himself. You can find Jay Tuesday nights hanging out with the Retro Renegades over there, guys. And like I said, if you need something to hook up with Jay, simple as that. There's lots of graphic designer again. Lots of people send me messages, but hey, he's always done shit for me. And like I said, he gets her done, man. So yeah. Jason, actually, you could just do the show solo a couple months. Yeah, I could, man, but I don't know. Like I said, I'm just not feeling it right now. I just want to move on to something different. Who knows? Could have a change of heart in 6 months. But no, this is where I'm at, man. So yeah, like I said, a lot of the guys that are in this chat right now, and a lot of the guys I mentioned earlier, like Casket Repair and Dravenero, and like I said, Wild Baits, you're wicked hot. Speaking of wicked hot, congratulations, buddy, on winning the game. You're gonna get that in a couple days. The Doctor, Kylo Milo, the Mag's wife, amazing lady. Support's been awesome, man. Like, as I said earlier, guys like Boomstick and Dealer, and of course, I can't forget guy like Mav, who started his channel a lot later than me and has exploded. And again, because he's consistent, he's always putting out content, and he's good. He's a good guy. He's a kind guy and a lot of fun. And hopefully he gets back to doing some more of those community game nights himself. So him and Caitlin, God bless them. Sass and Lupa, we don't know what's happening with her. We were talking about her the other night. But Assassin Lupa, if you are listening, if you can hear me at all, I want to say I love you. You're awesome. I hope that you're doing better. And if you are, yeah, fun speculation. And if you are out there, send me a message at some point in time and let me know how you're doing. Let us all know how you're doing. We're all concerned about you, and we miss you in the community for sure. Like I said, practice, man. Me and you will definitely do stuff in the future, guaranteed. If I got anything coming up, I'll definitely have you on as a guest. And there he is. I said, if you stick around long enough, the man will swing in. Mr. Spider-Man himself is probably right out in the cold because he's not on Twitter. Spider-Man, yeah, I am shutting down GAD as of last week. So this is just me letting people know what's happening, man. So um, yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Jason. If she could have updated us by now, I think she would have. So I'm my hope is drawn cold, but God, I hope she's doing well, man. Like I hate to see anybody in the community, man, get sick or ill, and no matter if we love each other, or hate each other, or indifferent, I know, like I've never dealt with the guy, but he lost his battle early this year with Optimus Code, and I've never known the guy. I might have been on maybe one podcast with him in the past, but like he passed away, and you feel bad. No matter, like I said, whatever our differences are, you still feel bad because at the end of the day, no matter what platform we like, what games we play, we're just all gamers. We're all here for the same freaking reason. And we love talking games. And I still love talking games, but I just don't feel the passion for gaming after dark anymore, Spider-Man. The chemistry between me and the panel is not the same as it was with Mag and Titan. And I said I could have ended it after Titan left, but I thought I'd hang on. And I tried to give it a little while, but to me, it's just, I don't know. Like, and I mean no disregard to the guys I had. Um, but yeah. Oh, nothing's going on with fun speculation that I know of, unless somebody knows something I don't know. He's still out there making content and doing videos, so it's all good. Dark Praxis comes in with a $10 super chat. I love you and this community, my friend. Ominous voice rattles bones, spills jizz. I can hear him reading that right now. He's become like the yeah. So, but Spider-Man, for those of you guys, like I said, trying to stay in touch or keep up with me, make sure you check out Good Morning Xbox on Sunday mornings. Myself, Axel, Cool Cat Terry, Eternal Shaddai, we will be there talking about Xbox and stuff. And that's a great place to come. It's at 9 a.m. Eastern, still on my YouTube channel. So come over there. I don't do Safe House and I don't do Cletus and all that stuff, but we still talk. We're still funny. Some great segments, Um, so yeah, I appreciate it, Spider-Man. If anybody in this chat right now that I definitely care about is you. I've reached out to you before, like I said, when you've had disagreements with me. Spider-Man's always been on in the chat and be like, no, Newf, I don't like it. And when he leaves the chat, I know I've definitely stepped on the wrong toes. So yeah, Spider-Man, catch up with me on Xbox, brother. Send me a message there, my friend. We'll definitely hang out and play for sure. Portal player, what's going on, brother? Good to see you in the chat. Doggy Dog 420. Jesus, I don't think he's here tonight, probably because he didn't realize I was doing. Actually, he's probably on his own podcast, right, with Axel. Over at Axel's channel there, the Iconic Video Games Podcast, which I'm going to go check out after this. But yeah, so catch me on Good Morning Xbox. It's a different pace, but I think you'll still like it. If you like me, you'll like Good Morning Xbox. I got a great cast over there. Cerebral Paul was a part of that, but he backed out because he found that the getting up really early was rough. Hey, he thinks he got it bad. He's lucky he gets to get up at 9 o'clock for the podcast. I'm up at at 6:30 in the morning prepping for that one. I don't like getting up either, but you know what? We get the podcast done early. It's out of the way. We do it while people are eating breakfast on a Sunday morning. And that way I'm not treading on the Iron Lords podcast and I'm not treading on anybody else's podcast. Yeah, it is fucking early, man. I agree. But you know what? We got a time slot all to ourselves, and again, if you can't catch it live, you can catch it on the replay, right? So, all that stuff. And again, Sir XP, you won't have to miss me here because I'm not going anywhere, brother. I'll be around. I'll be streaming. Come and say hello when I do my streams. Come over, catch me on Twitch or catch me on YouTube. I'll be doing lots of funny shit over there, man. But thanks for the super chat, guys. Absolutely. So that's it. If you have any questions, now's the time to ask them because I won't be here to. I'm not going to do this again. I'm not going to be. And again, I'm going to make it clear. I'm not. Unlike the last break I took, this isn't a break. I'm not going anywhere. Okay, I'm not taking some time away from complete podcasting or basically skipping away from Twitter. I'm just ending Gaming After Dark. I think it's run its course. I feel like the momentum's been kind of quickly going downhill instead of going up. I'm sorry to say, but that's the numbers don't lie. And I thought when I came back, I thought if anything, I thought because people missed it, they'd come back in droves. And if anything, it seems like I've lost more people. I've lost subscribers. I don't see some of the faces back in. Yeah, I got some new ones too. So I guess it all evens out. But you know what I'm saying, right? Sometimes it's just you're kicking tires. You're running through the motions, and that's kind of where I feel. So, yeah, man. So, yeah, well, man, if I could get Drago and Mag back, I'm sure they'd been here already. I've tried to accommodate and come up with different things, but then what do? I can't have Titan and Mag, and what do you do with the other panel members? You know, I got to remember they're my family too, and I know they're upset about this and a little dejected that I've ended it, and but it is what it is. You know, at the end of the day, it's nobody's getting paid. It's just a podcast, you know. So yeah, and I'll be doing some more community game nights. Guaranteed, my brother. I'll be doing that for sure. You should play some community game night with me and Jedi Knight, Peter and J Rock. Would love to. Draw TJ, send me an invite, brother. You got me on Xbox or on PlayStation. For those of you guys who don't have me on PlayStation, add me there and send me a fucking message or invite. It's Newf. I'm going to type it in the chat. Newf Nukem 76. There is a Newf Nukem too, and that was my old gamer tag. I just couldn't remember what the fucking what the email and passwords were to get back into it. So I had to go and create a new one. So Newf Nukem 76 is the current one. You know what I'm saying? You know the curve. I'm familiar with its shape. So that's why I love Dart Practice, man. Guy can take everything in stride. You know, and look, he showed up. He came here. Sir X-Men came here, right? So yeah, it's going to be an exciting year, 2023, man. I'm excited for all the platforms. I got every console, so no matter who drops the ball, I'm not too worried. And whoever picks up the ball and runs with it, well, I've got myself covered too. So if you own multiple consoles, you will always be a winner. There's no way around it. But honestly, I just hope Xbox does have a great year because I'm tired of fucking coming on and saying, hey guys, look, a delay. Hey guys, look, another delay. Hey guys, where are those games at? You know what I mean? I want next year to be like, damn, this game is out. Oh, I love all of you guys, man. I really do from the bottom of my heart. You guys showing up here tonight have meant the world to me, man. Really do. You guys are fantastic. But yeah, but that's it. I'm going to get going. I don't really have the voice tonight to do a whole lot of things, but I will leave you with this man right here. Safe house.
Yeah, guys, it really sucks that Newf Nukem is kind of calling a show, but you know what they say, the show must go on, and this cock ass here, St. Sam, will turn up in another place, I guarantee it. Who knows? Maybe I'll be a guest on somebody else's episode or show, and I'll come in and I'll bring my cool-ass jazz with you know what I'm saying? But it sucks, but honestly, Newf Nukem is better off, because you're an untalented son of a bitch, and people are sick of your shit. So maybe I should start my own fucking show. Be 5 minutes long, though, because honestly, with a voice like this, how the fuck can you talk for a half an hour, right? It'd be a 5-minute show. I just come on and be cussing people out. That's what I do, cockasses. Yeah, Safe House Sam in the building, baby. That's how we roll.
Yes, but have a good night, everybody. Have a great new year, everybody. I will be back bigger and better than ever, just in a different way. And yeah, man. If you're ever rich, you're going to pay $50K an episode. Oh, man. Yeah, we just quit our day jobs, and just do the podcast just for the half a dozen that love it. Later, Spider-Man, you are fucking MVP, brother. Yeah, I gotta catch up with you on Xbox for sure, man. You guys are amazing. Thanks for all the love. Thanks for understanding. I hope you've enjoyed all the old episodes. Maybe go back and check out some of the ones you missed and have a great laugh. You know, that's the best thing about being on YouTube. The videos are still there. It's a timeline for laughter. Sometimes it's good to go back and refresh some of the old conversations and the back and forth banter and have a couple of good laughs. But yeah, Happy New Year, everybody. Make sure you get lots of gaming in. Spend it with the people you love. You know, and I didn't make any resolutions. My resolution in the last couple of years has been the same one as don't make any resolutions because I never live up to them, especially the one about losing weight. I always want to lose weight, but honestly, I always fail. I start off well, and 3 weeks in, I'm just like, there we go. Cookies and cakes, for fuck's sakes, right? So you guys are freaking amazing. Thanks for coming out to spend a few minutes with me here. Again, thanks for understanding to my past panel members, to the current ones, which are now not current anymore. Thank you guys for bearing with me, putting up with me, being here each and every Tuesday night, and just amazing. Into the chat, man, I have no words. You guys are just amazing, and thanks for being with me for the ride. It's been a lot of fun, and I look forward to seeing you all on some guest shows, and definitely on Good Morning Xbox Sunday mornings. That again is 9 a.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Mountain Time, right here on the same YouTube channel. So if you're subbed to the channel, hit the notification button, and you'll know when I'm going live, just like you did tonight. So thanks again, guys and gals, and to all the ladies out there that have been a part of this show, come on as a guest. Thank you so much. You're fantastic. Have yourself a good night, everybody. Take care. Thanks for the support, and wish you all the best. Take care. I think my Twitch channel, it should be in my Twitter profile, I think. If not, I'll try to send it to you. But take care, everybody. It's Newf Nukem. Yeah, I think it's Newf Nukem 76 on Twitch. But anyway, guys, take care. All the best. Game on. Have fun. Happy New Year. And we'll see you all again soon.